Are you ready to finally break free from overwhelm, procrastination, and burnout? If you're ready to focus on what truly matters and create momentum to reach and exceed your goals in business and in life, then this podcast is for you. Welcome to the Efficiency Advantage, the podcast where clarity meets action and purpose that fuels your progress. So here's world-class productivity expert and your host, Coach Juli.
Welcome to the very first episode of the Efficiency Advantage. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm Coach Juli Shulem, and for more than 4 decades, I have been helping people just like you get more done with less stress, more clarity, and a whole lot more joy in their lives. Now, I know your time is valuable, and so is mine. That's kind of my world. So I'm going to make sure that every minute you spend here adds value, insight, and hopefully even a little inspiration to your day. Now, whenever I go speak to an audience, I like to share a little bit about who I am and why you might want to listen to me. See, I've been working in the productivity, time, and life management space for over 4 decades, long before there were apps and notifications and all those things that we manage, before time blocking became a buzzword, and even before we had the distraction of smartphones in our pockets. I started out teaching people how to organize their environments, physical and mental, and it evolved into helping individuals, business owners, and executives, as well as entrepreneurs, take control of their time, their focus, and their lives. Over the years, I've written columns, articles, and books. I've spoken on stages and in conferences across the country. And I've coached hundreds of clients, from Fortune 500 leaders to some really creative individuals, just trying to find balance and direction. And what I've learned through all those interactions is that productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters and doing it better, faster, and with more purpose. If you struggle with overwhelm, imposter syndrome, procrastination, and executive functioning skills, you are going to love this. Many of my clients have said that the tools and perspectives I've shared have completely changed how they approach their days and, in many cases, their lives. That's what keeps me passionate about the work that I've been doing all these years. So, why a podcast? Well, in all my years of speaking and coaching, I've realized something. Not everyone can hop on a plane and attend a conference that I'm speaking at or hire a private coach. And yet there are people all over the world who need the kind of help and tools that I've spent a lifetime developing and sharing. A podcast allows me to speak directly to you, anywhere, at any time, whether you're in your car, walking your dog, or winding down your day. It's accessible, it's special, and it's something you can listen to over and over until the message sticks. And now with technology, I can even share these ideas across languages, reaching people I never could before. That's pretty awesome. See, I've always believed that knowledge hoarded is knowledge wasted. Knowing all that I've learned, all these strategies and insights, and keeping them tucked away doesn't help anybody. Maybe me, but I already know them. So if I've discovered ways to help people be more effective, more fulfilled, and more in control of their time and energy, why would I keep it to myself? So this podcast is my way of opening that vault. I'll be sharing everything I know from my decades of coaching, speaking, writing, and researching how to get things done better, faster, and with more enjoyment. Because what's the point of being productive if you're not actually enjoying your life? You might be wondering, okay, but why now? Well, unless you've been living under a rock, and I say that with affection, you've probably noticed that the world has changed, and it's not slowing down. We're being asked to adapt faster, to think faster, and make decisions faster than ever before. We're bombarded with information, pings, alerts, and obligations that didn't even exist a decade ago. For many people, that's creating overwhelm and burnout and that constant feeling of never being caught up. So now feels like the perfect time to help people get grounded again, to learn how to manage their lives in a way that's sustainable, intentional, and deeply satisfying. We can't stop the pace of the world, but we can decide how we show up in it. And that's what this podcast is all about. So here's my promise to you. Every week, I'll be bringing you practical tools, strategies, and mindset shifts that you can actually use, not just theory or fluff. Some episodes may be short and actionable, and like a quick productivity boost that you can implement immediately. Others will probably go deeper, exploring topics like time perception, focus and attention, emotional regulation, life-work balance, or even how to handle the mental clutter that keeps you from being your best self. And every now and then, I'll bring on guests, people who have incredible insights in psychology, neuroscience, performance, or even creativity. Because productivity isn't just about to-do lists. It's about how we think, how we feel, and how we move through life. My goal? That's to help you shape your mindset, adjust your habits, and maybe even redefine what success looks like so you can live a life that feels productive and peaceful. In upcoming episodes, we'll dive into all kinds of interesting topics. Some might be, for example, the real reason motivation fades and how to restart it. Why multitasking is totally killing your focus. By the way, there is no multitasking. That's a discussion for the next time. The mindset traps that keep you stuck in procrastination. How to design your day around your energy, not your calendar. Oh, and on that note, how to use a calendar. Spoiler alert, it's not about just noting appointments, but more about being strategic and planning ahead. And how to turn chaos into clarity, one decision at a time. Each episode will give you something you can walk away with. A tool, a question, a thought, a new way of seeing your day. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed, disorganized, distracted, or like you're working really hard but not getting where you want to go, you're in the right place. Subscribe now, like right now, like push the button, and you'll get the latest episode the moment it drops, because I promise you won't want to miss what's coming. This is your time to reset, refocus, and reclaim your day. And I'm here to guide you every step of the way. I'm Coach Juli Shulem, and this is your space to learn how to get stuff done better, faster, and with a whole lot more joy. Thanks for listening, and until next time, remember, you can't manage time, but you can manage what you do while it's passing.
So that's it for today's episode of The Efficiency Advantage. Head on over to Apple Podcasts, iTunes, or wherever you listen and subscribe to the show. One lucky listener every single week that posts a review on Apple Podcasts or iTunes will win a chance in the grand prize drawing to win a private VIP day with Coach Juli herself. Be sure to head on over to theefficiencyadvantage.com and pick up a free copy of Coach Juli's gift and join us on the next episode.